All right, y'all. What's up, man? What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to the show. We're about to do just a real quick beat show, okay? Where we just play a few tracks for y'all tonight. I took a little nap earlier after my game stream, and I said, I woke up and I was like, okay, let me do some music. I'm kind of in the mood for that, kind of in the mood for that. So we're gonna play some tracks for y'all tonight. It is March 30th, 2026, officially now. Okay, March 30th. March 30th. 331. All right. March 30th, 2026. Go ahead and hit the like button on the way for me, folks. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. And yeah, let's see. Let's do audio check. Can y'all hear me? We good? Okay, yeah. I hear myself. All right. Straight up. We good then. Okay, let's see. Yeah, who all do we have up in the chat? Where y'all at? Where y'all at, man? Who's watching the show? Let me know. Sitting way in the back of the chat, not typing nothing. Boy, y'all being shy tonight? That nap done got me some energy, boy. That nap done woke me up. That nap straight woke me up. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, man. Yep, say what up in the chat. If you're watching the show, let me know, okay? But either way, whether you say something or not, at least like the video. All right, subscribe to the channel. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get into this? Okay, anyway. Just doing sound test. Black Rose, what up, what up? What up? Yeah, I went on ahead and took a little nap, rested for a little bit, relaxed, and I woke up and I just said, hey, got back up in the middle of the night. I said, all right, I'm gonna do some music. Shit, why not? It's been a minute. I've been thinking about doing a music show for y'all for a minute, and I missed it. You know what I mean? I feel like you guys did too. So that's why I'm doing a little special, real quick, kind of exclusive, spur of the moment pop-up music stream. Okay? We ain't making no beat from scratch. We ain't doing nothing like that. We're just gonna play a few tracks. And that's it. Okay? It's gonna be a very short show though. Very special, spur of the moment, in the middle of the night type shit. Okay? Y'all ready? I gotta remember how this one goes, man. It's been a minute since I played this. This is like, I guess, a nod to one of my most recent YouTube shorts on my channel. All right. So I was like, yo, I ain't played this song in a while, and I kind of want to hear it. So I figured I'd, play it during the show, right? So anyway, here we go. Don't forget to like the video, y'all. Like the video. 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 Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Sub to the channel. Come on. Hit them buttons, folks. Yeah. Boy, I miss hearing this one. Extensive, what's up, bro? Yo, over here it said you said yo in the chat like the letters Y-O. On my phone it showed up as the word them. THEM, bro, it's doing the same shit again. Why? Why is YouTube doing this? You know what I'm saying? Why we got this going on, man? YouTube, you need to fix this shit. Straight up. All right, cool. There we go. Yep, there we go with that one. But isn't that something, man, with the whole glitches with the system? I don't know what the hell that is. Like I can't stand that because look, I can't always see what y'all saying over here because it pops up temporarily. But sometimes it'll show up differently than it does on my phone or even a computer. It's like what the fuck? YouTube, fix that shit, man. We getting tired of it, dog. You know what I'm saying? We getting tired of trying to read stuff and see what people say, and it show up differently than what they actually trying to say. That's yeah, no, that's a problem. That's a big ass problem. Anyway, let's see. You say you just finished the track yourself? Okay, there we go. When you said in May the next EP is coming out, right? Yeah, no, for sure though. With the music thing, like I took a couple days off. I'd say like the last what 2 or 3 days I didn't do nothing music related. Actually, no, that's not true. The day either the day of my last music show or the next day maybe I did a track offline. You know what I mean? I did something offline. So either I started 2 tracks or I did something. I know I did something. Yeah, but I forgot. I forgot, man. You know, it's been busy over here. You know what I mean? Been having family come over and you know a bunch of little different things and life just life stuff. But ain't nothing gonna stop the music, man. Even if it's just for a couple days, right? Yup, yup, yup. Let's see. Uh, let's see. It's some BS TikTokery. Yeah, I don't know, man. I figured it by now it would not be an issue, but it's still happening. Like even the little whatever I don't know if it's like Japanese or Korean or what, but it's like little symbols popping up next to everybody's chat. You know what I mean? Listen, if the camera could like focus in real close, I would show y'all. I've showed y'all before, but it's like you'll type something. Sometimes it shows up, but not for everybody. And even if you type something now, it might not show up now, but it'll show up the next chat you send. It'll be like this little Asian looking symbol with like a capital letter A kind of tucked in underneath next to it. It's the weirdest shit. And I've only seen it on these mobile streams. You get what I'm saying? I've heard other people mention that, on their end, like when they're watching it from their end. But I don't know. I don't know what that shit is. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. But it's good to see y'all here tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. All right, all right, all right. What we gonna play next though? I'm trying to think. We got a bunch of shit. Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of show tonight though, folks. We just playing stuff. We ain't making nothing. We just playing stuff, okay? Oh, I'll play this. I ain't played this in a minute. I'll play some of this. A little groovy, jazzy type beat. You know what I mean? I'm in that kind of mood. You said you and your friend, oh, you talking about Zen? That's what's up. That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because when we make music, it ain't just for us, right? Like we could, if we wanted to, we could make the music just, for our own pure enjoyment. Which I can guarantee that most people that make music, like most of us that, are passionate about it, the music we make is things that we like to listen to. You know what I'm saying? So the chance of us making music that will sit there and like, feel a lot of satisfaction from, a lot of fulfillment, just from our own, perspective, for our own enjoyment, that's possible, you know? But we don't make music just for us. We make it for y'all too. We sure do. You know what I'm saying? We make it for y'all too. So that's how it's gonna be and that's how it's gotta be. That's how it's supposed to be, really. That's how it's supposed to be. Let's see. You say you've been on Dr. Dad nurse mode with the kid? Yeah, yep. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, man. That's how it is. But you already know that. You already know that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You've been there, done that. You say you make music to make someone out there feel something. Exactly. Yep. Yep. That's absolutely what it is. You want to create an emotion, evoke an emotion in somebody. Whether it's something happy, melancholy, reflective, nostalgic, upbeat, optimistic, energized, whatever adjective description you want to use for how somebody is gonna feel based off the music. You want them to feel something. You don't want somebody listening to music and just like fucking like tune out and blank out and shit and be like, oh, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, no offense to anybody out there that makes music, but there's some people I've seen online that'll make some empty head ass beats, some mindless ass beats, and I'm just sitting there thinking, well, I guess somebody likes it. You know what I mean? Like, it may not be my kind of music, but somebody's gonna like that shit. Just like I understand not everybody's gonna like my music. My music is very obscure. You know what I'm saying? Like some of my music, my beats, is like it'll be something that most people can listen to. But a lot of my music is so different and unconventional that it wouldn't surprise me if people was like, "Oh, I don't know what this shit is. I ain't never heard no music like this." And I'm like, "Yeah, I bet." You know what I mean? And it could be in a good way or a bad way. They'd be like, "Man, what is this shit? What is this music he playing? What he making? What is this?" You know, and be confused by the shit. Or we got some people who are like intrigued by it. And then there's some people who are, uh, I guess you could say fans of it, enjoyers of the music. You know what I mean? Very unconventional. Very unconventional. What's up, Tyrone? What's up? What's up? I'm doing well, man. How you doing? What up? What up? Welcome back. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You said someone wanted to collab, literally gave you 2 drums, 1 bass. What you mean? What you mean, 2 drums, 1 bass? Are you talking about like a lines? Like are you talking about like sound packs? Are you talking about like VSTs or something? You say you need melody, percussion, triangles, chimes, instrumentation. Yo, Captain Clark, good morning, good morning. What's up? How you doing, man? I appreciate the comments and all the love you show on my shorts, bro. I really appreciate that. I had just responded to one on why I hearted it. You know what I'm saying? I put a little heart on it, but I saw that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. Shout out to you. By the way, folks, we're not going to be really taking too many breaks during the show, maybe 1 or 2 for me to get some water and shit. But it's going to be a super short show. I'm going to play just a few tracks, and then we're going to wrap, okay? Because I'm trying to go back to bed. You know, I just woke up and felt like getting on here because it's been a minute. It's been a while since I played music for y'all, but yeah, we're just in the mood. You know what I mean? Was in the mood. It ain't finna be no long 3 hour, 2 hour, 8, 9 hour long ass show. Not right now, at least. You know. He said he literally gave you a beat to work with for a collab with the skeleton on the beat. Well, you could still do something with it. Maybe he wants you to just kind of fill in the gaps. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's all he gave you, a bass and some drums, then maybe he wants you to imagine the rest. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not even trying to be funny in saying that. Maybe he just wants you to come up with like some type of, you know, whatever. You know, whatever would fit, whatever would mesh well with it. You know what I mean? Sometimes like it'll be an experiment like that where you could do it vice versa. You could have the exact setup that he has and do it the opposite to him. Like you could send him a beat where you just do the bass line and the drums and send it to him and let him create the rest. And then, you know, how he sent you and you know what I mean? You do it just like that, like create your own version of just like a dry beat, very bare bones beat. Matter of fact, that takes me back like, well, this was like earlier on when I first started making music, way back, like 08, 09 type shit, maybe even 2010, I don't know. But there was a guy who I met on MySpace. Okay, y'all remember MySpace? This was way back in the day, and he was all the way in Laos, you know, across the ocean and shit. Like he lived in a totally different country. Never met this guy in real life. Didn't even know him for real. But we, you know, connected on MySpace. You know, started talking about music and everything, and we got the idea like, okay, let's do some collabs. And the music was very basic. Like me and him both were pretty much beginners when it came to FL Studio. But there was plenty of times where we sent like different project files back and forth. And, you know, he would create like a piano tune and send it to me, and I'd like add chords and layers to it, maybe some drums, and send it back to him, and he might like do a little extra stuff with it too, and then we say, okay, boom, there's the track, and put it out. You know, or I'll start something off, send it to him, and he'll kind of like carry it on from there. Then if he's stuck or he doesn't know what else to do, or if he just kind of finished with his part of it, what he wants to do with it, he'll send it back and say, hey, here's the file back. If you want to change or add anything to it, feel free. And it was nice because he wasn't too particular about how things got to be. It was just a very free flow. Like whatever we make is what we make. Wasn't trying to be too this way or too that way or whatever. It wasn't a whole lot of constraints or like talks about like what are we trying to achieve with this. It's just like, hey, let's just for fun send a beat back and forth and make some shit. Maybe one day if I can remember, I know one distinctly. I can remember off the top of my head a very particular track that me and him made. I gotta find it, but I know there's a few that we did. But maybe one day I'll play it for y'all. You know what I mean? A super old, like we talking about damn near shit, almost 20 years ago. That's crazy, man. Yeah, like at least about 16, 17 years ago, something like that. Long time, man, long time. hmm You said you work with that, but he was like, don't touch it. He just wanted addition. Oh, for real? He just wanted you to add stuff to it. Well, I mean, that's okay. Yeah, we'll just try it out. Like, yeah, add like a layer to it. Whatever stacks well what he made. You know. Plus, it'll get you out your comfort zone if you're not used to it. You know what I mean? It's good practice. It's good practice. But yeah, it is tricky though when you're dealing with people, working with people, doing collabs with people, and they're like, I don't want this or I don't want that, or even more so when they say I want it to be like this. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, it has to be this way. You gotta do it like this. Like if you imagine if you're doing a jingle or a commercial tune for somebody, right? And they say, make me a 45-second to 90-second long clip, and it has to have this kind of section in it with this kind of vibe, this genre, this style, with this BPM, this tempo, this kind of drums, and then you do all this shit, particular shit, and send it back to them, and they're like, we don't like it. The focus group don't like it. This ain't what we're going for. Can you rework it? And you could spend weeks doing that shit, going back and forth, resubmitting, and you don't even know if they're going to use what you sent them. You see what I mean? Your shit might appear somewhere one day and you don't even know. You're like, damn, I sent that to them. They said they didn't like it. You know? That's why them contracts are important, especially when you're dealing with them corporations and them big entities and shit. I was watching videos about that not too long ago, man. Somebody had that kind of situation going on. Same type of deal. I forgot. It was some type of restaurant. I think it was a restaurant that they commissioned a guy to do a little jingle for. And boy, he said he worked on that shit for almost a month. I said, damn. He brought in one of his friends to sing like a little tune over and shit. Like it was a whole big ass deal, but they kept rejecting it. They was like, no, we don't like it. And they reached out to him to make the beat in the first place. But then they kept saying, no, do it like this and do it this way. No, okay, tweak this and no, take that part out. And how about we do it like this? And it's like, bro, that's a headache. That's a fat ass headache. What's up, yo? Yo, Chris. We got Chris in the chat. I thought I saw. Okay, we got people popping up. What's up, y'all? What up? Welcome back, everybody. Yeah. And shout out to you too, Black Rose. That's right. Shout out to Captain Clark, Excessive, Chris, everybody. Everybody's got a platform on here, man, a channel. We got Chris CW in the chat, okay, for the fitness content. We got Excessive Music in the chat for music, as well as Captain Clark for the music, both of them. Check out everybody right here, though, okay, folks? Check out everybody. We all got channels on this bitch. All of us make music. We do something. We do something creative, okay? Something, that is above average, in my opinion. You know what I mean? The average person ain't doing what we do. So shout out to all of you. Straight up. Always give yourself a pat on the back. And not to be, arrogant or cocky, but just to be, excited for what you do, for what you put out and share with the world. You see what I'm saying? Because you really are putting yourself out there. That's what we do. Anytime you make content, upload it, and whether you show your face or not, anything you do and you share a part of yourself with the world, that's a big deal. Because the average person, let's just keep it real, they ain't finna do that. You know what I mean? So always be proud of yourself for that. Always be excited for yourself, you know? And yeah, keep on doing what y'all do, man. Straight up. Straight up. You say you already on that coffee drip? Oh yeah, you just not waking up? You just not starting your day? Shit, I ended my night like, I don't know, 3 hours ago, something like that. And I came back up and I was like, okay. You know, bounced up. I said, damn, I feel like I had a whole night worth of sleep. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said, you know, I'm not gonna be up all night. That ain't gonna happen. Not tonight. No, I'm going back to bed soon after this. We're gonna get back to playing some music here in a second. Just trying to catch up with the chat with all of y'all. You said we're collabing. No one is anyone's boss unless if a type or style is talked about first. If we're freestyle and collabing, then we need to let our minds create. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. 100%. Kai Shimada. I don't know what that is, man. But what's up though? Queso fresco. Or why so negative, man? What's with the negative mentality? You got a very dark, bleak outlook on life, man. You know, God bless you though. I hope you find peace. You know what I mean? It'll be all right. Whatever you're going through, dog, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just stay positive. Keep your faith. You know, if you don't believe in God, then seek God. Maybe pray. Pray before you go to bed and when you wake up, okay? When you start your day, pray. All right, homie? That's what you should do. Queso fresco. All right? That's what you should do. That's my best advice to you. Okay? The negativity ain't finna help you at all. Not nobody. You said queso fresco wasn't so fresco. Oh, shit. He said fresca. Yeah. I mean, listen, man. Some people, I get it. You know, I definitely get it. Like, as optimistic as I am, right? You guys see me usually always very happy in a good mood. You know, I've had my days, right? I've had my days. We're all human. You know what I'm saying? Life is going to knock us all around at some point. You know, life is going to have things go on that make us be like, damn. And just have you just looking around, you know what I mean, with a frown and shit like, damn, what now? And what's tomorrow going to bring and shit like that. But you got to stay positive. You have to always pick yourself up and say, well, no matter what, I'm still alive. So what's the point of me sitting here and just being all mopey and shit like that? What is that going to do? It ain't going to change nothing, you know? It's certainly not going to change the circumstances for the better, right? So ain't no point. Unless you're willing to just give up and just say, well, even though life could get better tomorrow or the next day or maybe a week from now or a year from now, you might be so well off a year from now, you be like, damn, that shit you was going through today, a year from now, you gonna be like, that ain't shit. That really ain't nothing. You're going to look back on it and laugh. And that's cliche, but it's true. There's times right now you could say, right now today, that you've been through, that you look back on now and be like, damn, why was I tripping off that dumb shit? You know what I mean? Even if it was tough. And if anything, you also might look back on it and say, well, damn, okay, that made me a tougher person. It made me a stronger individual, maybe more mentally tough, physically tough, spiritually tough, right? Now I have a different outlook, a different perspective. I learned certain lessons. You know what I mean? I have a better mentality going forward to where I can make better decisions in my life to where that kind of bullshit ain't gonna happen again. You get what I mean? So yeah, always stay positive, folks. Ain't no point in being negative about nothing. Ain't no point in that at all. It ain't gonna change not a damn thing. Not at all. Yep, life's too beautiful. We just have to let it out, but move on eventually. Absolutely. Yeah, because look, you got to process how you feel. Everyone's going to go through something no matter what. Whether you got all the money that you could ever hope or wish for, more money than you ever know what to do with, or if you're broke as hell. You know what I mean? Whether you have the best health possible or you're sick. You know what I mean? And you got all these issues. Whatever it may be, whatever the circumstances are, everyone's going to go through shit to where they're like, damn. You know what I mean? Everyone. No one's going to have a perfect life every day of their life and it's just amazing. Every day they wake up like, oh my God, this is so awesome. You know, because you got to think about perspective. If every day is great, you don't know how to appreciate nothing. You know what I mean? And also, another thing to think about is if you're in a position in life where you're not really appreciating the things that you have and you're not grateful for the things that you have, even if you don't really have all that you want or you're not doing all that you want to get to do, right? or even some things have happened to you that you've lost some stuff or whatever may have happened, if you're not at least grateful for what you do have now, then how the hell are you going to appreciate the good times? It'll be very fleeting, because when things get better, it'll be like, oh, okay, cool. It's like chasing a thrill. You know what I mean? Or like we can think about like food. The food tastes so good, but you're gonna eat it, it's gone. Now what? You gonna go back to being sad? You know what I mean? Or you gonna be thankful that you got to eat that food? You know? You get to go out to like a theme park, a carnival ride or some shit, and you're like, oh my God, it's so fun. And when the ride's over, you're gonna be sad. They're like, man, I want to go back on the ride. Well, you can't ride the roller coaster forever. You know what I mean? You can't play that video game forever. You can't watch that movie forever. You can't be around them people forever. You know what I mean? And it sounds real kind of, I guess, depending on how you look at it, it could sound bleak or it could just sound super realistic. But that's just the reality of life either way. And you have to find a way in general to just be happy with what you do have and the things you've gotten to do. For the people around you, the people you get to experience in life. You know what I mean? The quality of life that you have, the health that you have. You know what I mean? That's a better way to be, you know? You said Fresco's the new 6'7"? Stay Fresco in 26. Gotta be Fresco out here, yeah. No, y'all hella funny, man. Fresco. Yeah, gotta stay Fresco, man. Don't that mean fresh in Spanish? Isn't that what that means? I think so, right? Just keep it Fresco. That's right. That's right. That's right. But all right, y'all. Enough of the philosophy. I'm going to play a little bit of this track. We might play one or two more after that, and then we're going to wrap up the show, okay? We ain't going to be here all night. Or all morning, I should say. Because really, yeah, the sun finna come up in like an hour, you know? But anyway, y'all ready, man? Is y'all ready? Is y'all ready? Let's see some 8s in the chat. Spam the 8s in the chat. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the video, if you know what I mean, man. Hit that button at the top, too, if you see that mug, all right? If you see that button sitting right there, boy, that ain't good. You're supposed to hit that button today and get out your way. You ain't supposed to see that. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Come on. Cool. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yo, thank you, Captain Clark. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like that one too, man. I like that one too. But thank you very much. All right. Let's see. I'll play some of this one because I rediscovered this track from the other night, like last week or whatever. And I think, well, I don't want to say yet. I don't want to say yet. But I'll just say maybe you can kind of put two and two together. I like this track a lot. If that means anything to y'all. If you catch my drift, okay? This next track. The last one too, yeah, but this one I had forgot all about this, and I just like this track. The vibe of it. I just like it a lot. I like it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready though? Appreciate the eights in that chat. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. You said digging it straight out of a lounge music soundtrack. Okay. See, I like that too. Thank you. Thank you. Oh shit, really? Enigma? Whoa. Yo, hey man. I'm humbled by you saying that, honestly. Enigma's music is dope as shit. Like I remember listening to Enigma's music way back in the day. Even recently too. Like within this last year I've heard Enigma's music. Cause sometimes I listen to this radio station called or this radio show called Coast to Coast AM. But they'll play Enigma's music on that, like on the going into commercials and shit. But yeah, I remember hearing Enigma back when I was a kid in the 90s, straight up. So yeah, that makes sense. 1998 Enigma, okay. Internet, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? How you do? I do good, man. I do well. How you do, Internet? How you doing, man? You said Enigma inspired you to make lounge when you started? Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. For me, I don't even know really how to explain my musical inspiration. I feel like typically it comes into play with whatever I'm listening to the most of the time, like different phases or different eras. But then again, it could be day to day, moment to moment for me. Like I could literally, make a type of beat right now, and then a couple hours from now say, okay, I just want to switch up completely. I want to get out of this element, out of this energy, and shift it to something else, and go from making a like a lounge type beat to something almost like faster pace maybe, or like some type of electronic hip hop. Go from like the jazz boom bap to some type of electronic beat, little stuff like that, little stuff like that. But speaking of boom bap, this one don't have that time signature, but it kind of has that vibe, if you get what I mean. All right, so y'all ready? Deep Forest 2. Okay, I see. Wait, Deep Forest, is that an artist or is that like a genre? Is that a type of music? Let's see. Bobby Hartman, what's up? What's up? Oh yeah, you check out Bunny Stream? That's what's up, man. Yeah, she she's on the mend. She just got done being under the weather a little bit, but she's bouncing back, so it's good to see her back online. And then people showing up for her, showing some love, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's always a beautiful thing when y'all show love to my people. The people that show me love, that come around here, and then you guys show each other love. That's how it's supposed to be. That's the best way for it to be, you know? Always, always. But welcome to the show, everybody. Bobby, you subbed to me. Thank you very much. You found her yesterday? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. That's why I try to mention people's platforms all the time, or as often as I can, because sometimes people don't realize that, sometimes the folks in the chat be making content too. You know what I mean? Some of the people in the chat be doing what they do on this platform, on Twitch. They got YouTube channels, they got Twitch channels, they got TikTok pages. So I try to mention as much as possible because, you'd be surprised who's out here actually doing stuff. You know what I mean? Let's plug this up so we can make sure that the phone don't cut off on us. Okay. All right. There we go. Cool. Y'all ready, man? Y'all ready to get back to it? You said, You do contemporary R&B and lo-fi now? Yep, yep. Lazzy Lounge. Yeah. Yeah, I want to get more off into R&B type stuff. So when me and you collab, bro, I want to, expand out like my, I guess you could say, just my skills in general and try to like, make something more along those lines. You know what I mean? Because I have some tracks that are, I guess you could say, kind of like that, but there's always some type of thing with the way I make music that just comes out somehow. Like it's very very difficult for me to make a standard type beat, and what I mean by that is like the stuff you would typically hear. The more mainstream type stuff. It's difficult for me to make that. I guess the only person I could somewhat relate to, just somewhat, and I'm not saying I'm on his level, but like how eclectic his music is. Well, there's two people really. One of them, he mostly uses a lot of samples, which is not something I typically do, not in that way. But Kanye West, his music is very, very different. Very, um, you know, I don't want to say the word unusual, but it's different. And then you have Timbaland, who makes music that's, has that kind of nature to it, where it's like just a bunch of different sounds that come together to make some type of rhythmic, harmonic, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, beat. So that kind of stuff. I do want to get off more into that though. You say you need, huh? What you saying, Bobby? All right, y'all ready, man? Yep. Yeah, high tide raises all boats. That's right, Captain Clark. 100%. But all right, Bobby, have a good one, man. Have a good one. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. Don't forget to like the video, sub to the channel. All right, like, subscribe. Come on. Yeah, I gave y'all the hint, man. I like this beat, so y'all might see more of this. Y'all might see more of this. And that's what I mean with the unconventional type beats, you know? Have a good one, Internet. Thank you for stopping by, man. Good to see you. I'll see y'all next time, all right? Appreciate y'all. All right, cool. There we go with that one. There we go with that one. Let's see. Okay, I got you, Captain Clark. I got you, man. I got you. That was perfect timing too, right on the dot. I got you. Work related stuff. No, I appreciate you stopping by though, Captain Clark. Thank you very much, man. Hope you have a great day. Hopefully that was a great start to your day. You know what I'm saying? Coffee and beats. You know what I mean? Some coffee and some music. Okay. Yeah. And then hopefully this will give me some good dreams or something, you know. Yeah, usually I have good dreams every night, but hopefully this will give me like extra special adventurous dreams. You know what I mean? I feel it's weird. Like my dreams, I don't know about y'all, but like my dreams will be, it'll be like, sometimes I have like multiple different dreams within one night. And then sometimes my dream will like transition into other stuff. Like I'll start with one dream and then I'll like end up in a different part of the world or some shit in my dreams. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing. I'm like, how did I get here? Like, what am I even doing over here? Sometimes I'm around people I don't even know. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, some people, okay, my friend over here, okay, they're cool. They travel with me here, do this kind of stuff. But it's such random shit that be happening in my dreams. I don't know. But I pretty much never have nightmares, thank God. You know what I'm saying? That's super rare. But yeah, I appreciate you, Captain Clark. Good to see you again, man. Have a great day. I'll see you next time, all right? Yo, Trek, okay, from the other account, sent the 100. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah, my pleasure as always, Captain Clark. My pleasure as always, man. And thank you, Trek, aka Excessive. Thank you very much, aka Synthetics. All right, y'all. Let's switch it up here. Let's switch it up. What are we gonna play next? I'll play like a little bit of this. I like this track too. I originally planned just to play like 3 tracks for y'all, but I don't know. I can't help myself. Once I get the ball rolling, like literally when I start the show, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep the show at like 30 minutes. I'm gonna do a 30-minute show. I don't know why I can't do that. I don't know why I can't just say, okay, 30 minutes, boom, we done. See ya. You know what I mean? I could end up being here all day, but I actually can't in this case. We are gonna have to for real wrap it up soon. Cause I got some stuff I gotta do in the morning, so I can't really be here all that long doing the show. Cause like I said, I plan on getting back to bed, getting a little bit more sleep. That way when I get ready to go out and do what I gotta do, I'll be ready for that too, you know? But I appreciate y'all being here. And thank you very much, bro. Thank you for supporting from both platforms. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Let's see them 8s in the chat. Y'all spam up the 8s in the chat. Believe it or not, that helps out a lot doing that. You know what I mean? The more comments, the better. The more likes, the better. The more subs, the better. The more everything, the better, right? At least when it comes to YouTube. somewhere. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the show. Yo, yo. Okay, for now. For now. Let's see what else we got. Maybe just a few more, okay? Just a few more of the show, folks, and that's it. Few more. That's it. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, while I think about what track I want to play next for y'all, let me go ahead and get some of this water real quick. You know what I mean? We ain't drinking no tea and all that right now because we trying to go back to sleep. So, in the meantime, folks, go ahead and tap the screen. Double tap the screen to like the video, sub to the channel. Check out my boy Excessive Music right here in the chat. Let them know where to find you at, bro. Post your link in the chat. If you're still watching the show, aka Track Theory, all right? And anybody else that has a platform here, has a channel, whether you make music, rap, sing, anything like that, or even if it's not music related, you could be a gamer like me, right? You could be streaming the game. You know, it don't matter to me, right? Whatever y'all do, right? As long as you on YouTube, TikTok, or Twitch, let us know where to find you, all right? I'll be right back, y'all. All right, man. We back, observer of thoughts in the house. What's up, bro? We back. I see you in the chat, man. What up? What up? Yeah. Okay, y'all ready to get back to the tracks? We got a few more left to go before we end the show, but I appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, we're doing pretty good on the likes, but let's keep them going. All right, whether you've been here or even if you just got here, double tap that screen. All right, y'all know what I mean, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I ain't played this in a minute, so we're gonna check it out. Appreciate y'all being here this morning, this fine, beautiful Monday morning, March 30th. March 30th, 2026. We got 1 day left of the month, man. Can y'all believe that? We about to be in April, dog. That's wild. About to straight be in April. Crazy. Okay, a little track, little track, little track. What was that one I played for y'all that one day, man? Y'all remember? That was like we made that back in December, didn't we? Let me see. Cause I didn't even have that in mind to play, but I kind of just feel like doing that now. You know what I'm saying? Let's find it right quick. Let's find it right quick. And then after that, I got maybe, well, what time is it? Hold on. Oh, Lord, maybe I don't have time for that. Maybe, honestly. Here, we'll play something else then. Because, yeah, I don't think I got time for that. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. We'll see. I'll save it for the very end if I have time. If we can cut it down to like the next 20 minutes or so. All right. But you guys already know, man. You know how I am. Yo, Track, thank you for the thumbs up, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, Black Rose, for the flame emojis in the chat. I love to see that. Always love to see that. And thank you, Track. Thank you very much. All right, y'all. We'll transition the whole track, okay? Really the original version of the track that you guys see on my channel, right? If you guys want to hear it through your speakers, through your car speakers, your earbuds, your sound system, on your phone, whichever. You can hear it however you want to by checking out one of the more recent videos on my channel, okay? It was way back in like, what, around Thanksgiving, but still. It's at the top of the list on my video tab of my channel right here, if you guys want to hear it in your way, okay? But that is a segment, the later segment of this whole composition. But we'll transition through the thing, all right? We'll transition through from the beginning, basically. All right, y'all ready? Let's see the mates in the chat, man. Spam the 8s in the chat. Come on. up, Niven? Is it Niven or is that how you say it? What's up? What's up? Yeah, what you mean? Yeah, what you talking about? Here we go. Now this is what's coming up now is what you can actually find on my channel. All right, if you want to hear that version of the track. go. There you go. There you go. Maybe, let's see. Do we have one more? We got time for one more? Yeah, we'll play the other track that's on the page, all right? We'll do a little bit of that before we wrap. Because it's about time to go. Boy, I didn't realize how long I was playing that. That's crazy. Damn. Time be going by hella fast, like stupid fast. What the hell? Anyway, appreciate you, Black Rose. Appreciate you, Track. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. That's crazy, though. I just looked at the time. It said it was like 6 o'clock. Now it's freaking 6:20. What the hell? Oh, well, I mean, hey. You know what I'm saying? We can't rewind time, right? So, got to keep it pushing. Last track of the show, folks, is how we're going to do it. Okay, we got one more left. One more. All right? Some of y'all probably already know what it is. You guys already know what I'm finna play? Some of y'all probably do. I would definitely imagine you do. If we could find it, though, it should be right around here. Let's see. I'm about to search it up here in a second. Yep. It could be, too, that I changed something about it and I saved it and it pushed it back up on the top of the list. Or more recently on the list, I should say. Because the way this NPC is set up, like, I don't know why it's like this, but anytime you save something, even though the created date is one thing, right? It'll change both. It'll say it was created and modified on the same day, even though I could have made it months ago. If I save something new in the track, right? Just hit save. It'll push it up and it'll make it seem like I made it today. It's crazy. I don't know why it does that. Oh, well, who knows? It could be like a software issue, right? It honestly don't even matter, though, okay? Because like I said, we got one more track left of the show, and after this, I got to go back to bed, bro, all right? I got to go back to sleep after this, okay? Right after this. But, yeah, I appreciate y'all being here this morning. Do not forget to hit the like button, all right, folks? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your family and friends, let people know what's up. This stream will be up permanently for free, okay? Other streams will be going to members only after a while because, you know, we make the beats from scratch when we do that. But yeah, this one will be free, so whenever you want to watch the replay, you can do that whenever, okay? Any time of day. It's up to y'all. But anyway, y'all ready for this? Last time, y'all, let's get some more 8s in the chat. Spam the number 8 in the chat for the last track of the show. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this, man? How should we start it this time? Maybe we'll do it like, this. Yeah, we'll hit it like this. Y'all ready? Come on. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the 8s. Spam them 8s, folks. Just 8, boom, send it. All right, type the number 8, send it. 8, send it. 8, send it. All right. Cool, there we go. There we go, y'all. There we go. There we go. There we go. There, there we go. There we go again. All right, y'all. That's it, man. On that note, it's time to go. Time to roll up out of here. Time to end the show. All right. I appreciate y'all. We went a lot longer than I thought. You know what I mean? We did a longer show for y'all than expected. I literally, planned on coming on here for like, I don't know, half an hour, definitely less than an hour, but we've been here for what, like 2 hours? Damn. 2 hours and 12 minutes. Wow. Okay. Well, that's all right, man. That's all right. I have a lot of fun doing this for y'all, so I don't mind. I really don't mind. But now, now it's time for me to get up out here and go back to sleep. All right. But we'll be back later today. Maybe I'll make something pretty neat for y'all. Okay. Another track from scratch. something like that. All right, so do me one last favor before we go. Like the video on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Sub to the channel as well if you haven't already. Hit that button right there if you see it. All right. And yeah, I hope to see y'all later today or tonight or whichever. You know what I'm saying? Because whether I see you all back here later or not, I still hope everybody, all y'all, have a great rest of your morning, evening, noon, or night. All right. Have a great Monday, great Tuesday if you overseas, like you know, far on the other side of the earth. Okay. But whatever time it is, wherever y'all may be from around the world, I appreciate each and every one of y'all once again. Tell a friend about the show, okay? Let them know what's up. But anyway, until next time, y'all. Peace out.